song all the way through.
You should. How long is it?
You should let it.
I don't know. I think it's like a minute and a half. Who's still on their phone? Cut that shit off, Katie. Welcome to Make It Make Sense. We are back for another episode. We've got three lovely ladies with us, and we're about to get down and dirty with this relationship talk where we, as a group, come together and point out all the shit wrong with dating today and try and make it make sense. Listen, I say a lot of things a lot of people don't like to hear, but the truth fucking hurts. Oh well, deal with it. If you don't like it, if you think I'm wrong, make it make sense. It's that fucking simple. You can't just say exactly. Come here and say it. Have the conversation. Stop being a fucking pussy. Let's get it. And
Tell me it's Aquarius season.
Here we go.
I'm just saying, like, it's so funny how many people want to get in the comments and say this, that, and the third. But it's like, if you're that passionate about it, if you think I'm that wrong,
He's like, pull up on
here's
me.
a big ass platform for you to come.
Pull up on me.
Yeah, come say it. You know what I mean? Like, I want to know why you think what you think, and if you think I'm wrong, make it make sense. You know what I mean? Like, stop getting in the comments and complaining about it, and just
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason? What was the reason?
come here and do that.
What was the reason, bitch?
Like, that's fine with me. You can do that to me, to my face. It's all for fun and games.
She has an Aries moon.
But who cares?
He's a Taurus one.
The point I'm trying to make is that it needs to make sense. I understand that emotions and feelings are real, but that doesn't mean, and valid, but that doesn't make them correct. Okay? Mm-hmm. So if you're gonna say something, you have to be able to back it up, and you have to be able to show some type of proof to what you're saying, because how you feel about a situation doesn't matter, because your personal experience is not reflective of how the rest of the world deals with things or experience things. That being said, let's get started, and we are going to go around and introduce everybody, and we'll start with our newcomer today. Q, tell us your name, age, and what you do for a living and current relationship status.
So, I'm Q.
Closer to the mic.
Oh, I'm Q. I am 34. I run my own meal prep, catering, Medicina Mama business. And I'm playing the fucking field. So.
Does that mean you're single?
Yes.
Got it.
Well, still single. This is the third time. Still single.
Have you not learned anything from this show?
I have not gone outside though. I literally go home and then I come here. So I'm not. Yeah. So my name is Katie. I'm 34. I am a hypnotherapist and bruja and yeah.
Don't be saying that shit live.
I'm a con artist.
I'm a scammer.
Right? he cap cuts that.
Seduce and scheme.
My name is Jessica. I am 32. I'm in a relationship with Troy. And what do I do? I'm a stay-at-home mompreneur. That's it.
Oh, shit. You guys know me. I'm Troy. I'm the host of this show, and I am a barber and an entrepreneur and just all-around hustler. And that's that.
How old
So,
are you?
me? Oh, 36.
You always forget that
What's
one.
your relationship status?
I'm with you.
Are you?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm with you. And, yeah. She likes girls.
Thank you
You're welcome.
for telling everyone.
This
He
motherfucker
lets everyone know.
don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's
All right.
We have that in common.
Let's get into it right away. I want to know, what do you think the point of a relationship is? And we'll start with you.
Well, when a man and woman get together.
That time we had that talk.
The birds and the bees. The purpose of a relationship is union and partnership. So I feel like it's definitely yin and yang, push and pull, give and take. There should be roles that are discussed and energies that intertwine. So I mean, I believe in gender roles. So
I don't think you're allowed to say that anymore. I think they're
Am I gonna get
they're
canceled?
sex roles now.
Well, that
gender.
sounds like sex work, so I don't know about that. I would say the purpose is to work together, like as a team, to make shit pop off. Like there's the feminine and the masculine. There's like the nurture versus nature, the provider and the take
Protector.
care giver. Yeah, I would say, I don't know, build a life and give and take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say collaboration for sure, and a lot of what you
I
said.
like that word.
Yeah, collaboration, not like competition, companionship. Just they have different things that they bring to the table, and relationships should be inspirational and challenging. They should challenge you in a positive way, and just wholesome and healing. Because your relationship, more than anything, should be a safe space. Like the world is fucking crazy. And your relationship should be a safe haven, but not safe enough where it keeps you small. It should challenge you in a positive way.
We're
Yeah.
like serving each other too.
Yeah.
Yes.
I pretty much agree with you guys. Like, definitely
Same,
there's gender roles, you
Yeah.
know, like, put me in my feminine because I run my own business. I don't want to run you as well. So, I don't think there's enough men in there, like, masculine that, like, have that role of, like, the protector and the provider, and really just have, like, lost sight of that as these gender norms have been blurred.
Yeah.
Consuelo?
Why isn't this shit showing up?
Do you want me to pull up the Instagram?
No.
Well, Consuelo's commenting, so I mean, it's,
She's on YouTube.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm looking for it on YouTube.
interessante.
So there it is. Okay.
You got it?
Yeah.
Are you on Instagram or no?
No, I didn't go live on
Oh,
Instagram
okay.
right now.
Okay.
I just wanted to post another one on my story with the link to the actual episode. All right, sorry guys, we do the shit live. Gotta make it. I'm doing it all by myself. The YouTube. I want to fix that camera too. Q, run back what you said again. My bad. I apologize.
Oh, it's all
What
good.
is the point of the relationship?
So-
and while you do that, I'm gonna fix this camera. But I'm listening.
Basically what they said, like, same, you know, and just like really having, like, for me, like, put me in my feminine, you know, like have
Hell
that
yeah.
protector provider energy where, like, I can just, like, flow because I run my business. I don't want to run the relationship as well. And so,
You should
like,
be able to
really,
like turn that shit off.
yeah, like really having that, like, safe, like, energy where it's like you're a leader.
So the
and-
point of a relationship to you is for the man to lead? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't say that's, like, the only point of the relationship, but
But that
like,
was the question.
yeah, but that's the role of the man. So, like, a point of the relationship is, like, collaboration and just to be able to build together, grow together, like having some same values where it's like, these are our goals and this is what we're striving for together. This is my personal goal in my business, you know, like my life. This is what I'm doing for myself so I can show up for you and us in this space.
Okay, so how would you go about collaborating that way in a relationship with a man?
You know, well, for me, I think it's like, depending on the dynamic, you know, like I am very much like, I want to serve. And so, like, I know that's like my position, like in a relationship is like to be like submissive and not in like a demeaning way. Like, I feel like people throw that around and it's like, oh, you know, like you just want to be submissive, or like, I don't want to be submissive. Like, there's like women who take that role and then there's women who are like, not willing to accept that, like, yeah, we are under the man. Like, it's the creator, man, women, children, and like that's like the hierarchy of a household.
So collaborating to make kids to leave a legacy.
Yeah, legacy for sure.
No.
You're building legacy.
What about you, Katie?
I went.
I
You want me
know.
to repeat it?
No. How would you achieve the point of the relationship?
Like, how would I achieve the collaboration?
Yeah.
I would play my role, and I wouldn't
Play your
I
part.
would play
Wait,
my part.
before you go, I had one more question for you. Would you be submissive and let that man lead in spite of your business?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, Katie.
I would play my part, 3 stacks for sure. I would commit to the collaboration by not playing anybody else's, but not playing his part, playing my part. And then
What is your part?
my part is the nurturing part. My part is I have a lot of peaceful energy that I bring to any of my relationships, whether that's like friendships or dating or something like that. So I would bring that support, loyalty, things like that.
Okay. What about you, Miss Thing?
How would I go about collaborating?
Yeah.
Well, when
She's
a
like, I
man
would
and
get
a
on a
woman
verse.
get together. No, yeah, I mean, I like what we're doing. So a man and a woman come together.
But the world don't know what
She's
we're
like,
doing.
this is cool.
That's why I'm saying, like, a man and a woman come together, and the man is leading and providing. And even if he's not completely, like, kingdom-bound millionaire when you meet him, you support him in ways that he makes it easier for him to provide. So the more that he provides, like the safety, the comfort of a home, the energy, so you can put all your eggs in one basket as far as nurturing, because it's hard to nurture when you feel like you also have to provide.
Facts.
So when the more he takes off your plate, the more that you could put on his plate in the kitchen. Like, I feel
Have
like
you
it's-
ever had a dream that
I feel like I'm saying
that
something
you-
here. Like, I'm
you had-
cooking and you're just
just fucking with
She
you.
says,
saying
I
that-
like what we're doing. I love how you open up with that. That's, 'cause it's just, it is.
yeah, bring sandwiches. But yeah, I feel like the collaboration part is like making each other's lives easier and building a legacy with common goals in mind. Like, what is our end
Yeah.
goal here? Where do you see ourselves in 5 years, 10 years? How are you gonna get there, and how are you gonna get there, and how can we make that happen?
So what do you, okay,
Together.
well, next question. What do you think common goals are for people in a relationship? And whose goals matter more?
What do you think the common goal is?
Yeah, what should be, because you guys all said the same thing.
I feel like the common goal for both men and women is freedom. So freedom to raise our kids how we want, freedom to spend our time how we want, and men freedom to do what they want outside of just providing. And I feel like it's more so, is it the man or the woman more important what they want? Fuck.
I think it depends on.
I'm more or less more, not
I don't know.
man or woman being more important, whose goals are more important in the dynamic of a relationship.
What if the goals are the same?
How would the goals be the same?
What if the goals are like investments? Let's say like let's get some money, let's have kids, and like we both agree on that, so our goals are the same.
Okay, but then how do you go about doing that if you're being provided for?
Well,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
I do.
here's
I
the
do see
thing.
what
That's a hard question. That's like a loaded question. I don't know.
No,
what
I see what you're saying.
Basically, like what I've come to realize having these conversations and listening to women talk is that women want to have a leader, they want to be submissive, and they want to feel safe with a man, but it has to be the right man across the board, right? And until they have that, nothing that a man does matters unless he's checking off all of the boxes. So what I mean by that is that a lot of women can have a man that can lead, he can provide, he's funny, whatever, but she doesn't like the package that he comes in. You know what I mean? It's like it's everything you ordered, but you don't like how it was presented, right? And so it's like, I hear what you guys are saying, and I'm not attacking you three in particular, but just hearing it from the multitude of women I've had on the show and talking to women and in the comments on the social media, it's like it's like you say you want the goals to be the same and all this other junk, but it's like, are you going to do it, or are you just going to allow him to do it and take the ride? Because most women want the man already put together. So you're fine with the goals because you know where he's leading you. But if there is no man leading you, are you accomplishing your goals, or is it you just letting him take the reins? Does that make sense? Do you understand what I'm trying to ask?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to answer that question. Like, there's so many factors.
It is a lot. It's loaded.
With this particular thing, I would say it's the women's goals that they're the most important, because men only do shit for women. So if you pick a fucked up woman and her shit is really ego-centered, then that man is just gonna go out his way to serve a woman who is serving her ego.
Right.
But if the woman wants to homeschool her kids, fucking homestead, if she wants to have this house, like you say, if a man was single, he would have like an apartment with a fucking TV dinner tray and a couch, and it wouldn't fucking matter. So the man's goals, I feel like, get more and more when the woman is on board with also having her own goals that makes men strive harder. Like, I feel like, I don't think it's who's more important. We have different goals, and we're serving each other's goals.
Yeah, I think
your goal is to make more money and all this. Okay, so for you to work towards financial freedom, it would be easier if all of your meals were cooked for you, all of your clothes were cleaned for you and ready to go to provide. Like, it's a give and take thing. I don't think there is like more.
Yeah, I think it's like a flow. I think it just, if it flows or it doesn't flow.
I guess more or less what I'm asking is, like, are you willing to put your goals aside for the goals of the man or the family?
For the family,
I think that this group is saying yes.
Yeah,
like,
like
this is
for
a
the
very
family.
different group than any group that's been on
Yeah.
the show.
And that's
people
why I'm
watching
trying to...
may be like, no, I'm not giving up my goals, but I think all of us have.
Yeah.
But I mean, what you said something right now that was a bit profound, which is, and I totally agree with, that most men don't buy the house, they don't have or do until they do get a woman. Yeah. So kind of what I was asking is, it ends up being the woman's, what she wants tends to become the family's goals.
But man executes it.
You see what I'm saying? And the man ends up executing it because you mentioned homeschool and those type of things, and it's like, well,
the man didn't just come
I don't
straight
care
with that.
if they go to homeschool or not, but if that's something you want to do, then I will work harder to make sure that I can give you the opportunity to do so.
I think I would definitely put, if it was like between my family and it was like, hey, Katie, you need to step down on your business for family, I would absolutely do that.
Yeah. And as far as like, say that the woman is ego driven, her shit might still be like prevalent, like more important, because the man is like, okay, she wants to be at home, like Birkin bags, the kids are with a fucking nanny all the time, and she's just getting her toes done every single day. That might become reality and the man is working towards that, but that's typically more of an ego driven woman who's not fully submersed in the submission of like nurturance. Of course, I'm not saying I don't want that shit. Like,
nurturance.
I would totally.
I think it's a word as of today. Yeah, for sure.
I would take massages and my toes done, but like, at the cost of what? Who is then raising my kids? Like, that people know a nanny more than they know me, or people know the government provided public school more than they know me. Like, that is, so sure, I feel like it's like the ideas that the woman has then come to fruition because of the man's execution of action. Just like usually if the family goes to church on Sundays, it's not the dad's idea, it's the mom's. So whatever is the philosophy.
Oh, I don't know about that. That if you marry a religious man,
Yeah,
because
I mean,
to me it's
Islam
God,
is like,
man, woman.
yeah, Islam is like it's like very male dominant, and you're doing whatever he says, and that's usually going to the
But I will say one
I don't
thing.
know. I've seen both. I've seen like women who are like, we're going to church and we're gonna be on time. If it is a God man, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of those ones.
Well, not lately. I mean,
But-
the religion is not as prevalent as it once was in
Yeah.
this country. What I will say is, I didn't mean for this question to get triggering or
Let's fucking
extremely
go.
passionate.
Let's fucking go.
Sorry if I struck a chord.
You're just like, your answers were okay, but you guys are not doing what I want you to do.
No, it has nothing to do with what I want. This
I've
is
never been
good
on a
conversation. Even in the comments, I was curious to see how you guys
No, but
looked at
this
it.
is why we have these conversations. So it's fine. It's
Exactly.
fine.
Yeah.
I do like
Did you
Consuela's
put
answer.
the comments on the thing?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because like
didn't-
we take a break.
Because you was
to-
in the zone. You were in the zone, auto zone.
I was also making sure you understand, like, hello, you don't see me answering these questions? I'm doing it. I'm doing it for our family.
Well, it wasn't a personal attack on you, so
Well, I take
You
things
can-
personally, so.
you can
In the
cal-
middle of
you
the
can-
night, she's all with the knife.
You can totally calm down.
It's all fun and games, so we're good.
No more fun and games. All right, let's switch it up to something fun.
I thought that one was supposed to be fun.
What? No,
kill one, fuck one, marry
it
one.
was to get right into it, and we accomplished that. So, what is your favorite sex scene from a movie? And we'll start with you. Go.
Okay, so I've been watching Outlander, and
Is that a movie or a show?
it's a show
Okay.
on Netflix. And
Netflix has sex scenes?
Are they
Yes.
fucking on Netflix?
Do they
They
show
are.
it? They show everything?
they show enough.
Is there
a
some
little-
is it titty or side boob?
Oh, there's titty, full on nips.
Wow.
So
Really?
like,
Netflix.
Netflix.
That's
nips.
probably why they raise the prices
Yeah, right.
on Netflix, for real.
but they're pretty steamy and like sensual, you know. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh okay.
That's the best you can come up with.
I
There's
mean,
like
I
1,000
don't.
movies.
I don't watch a lot of movies. I can't think about. Okay, I watched Wedding Crashers, and it's like the montage of them, like, you know, like when they're like bagging all the ladies from the weddings, and it's just like the ladies are like flying on the bed, and it's like tits everywhere, and it's like I like that.
That's
you know,
good.
like that's a good one too.
Boom.
Yeah.
Love
What
that.
about you, Katie?
I love the sex scene from 300.
Which one? Oh, that's that's Cersei from Game of Thrones, his wife.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like,
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
when Leonidas goes hammer time, huh?
yes.
Okay.
Like right before he's about to go into war, and he just like, he makes a war zone out of that, and it's just like, that's a good scene. That's a good scene.
You guys are disgusting. Women are disgusting. All right.
Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing.
It's your turn.
That's a hard one. Because I feel like
Literally.
Because there's no sex scenes in Harry Potter. Is that what's
Actually,
I mean,
there is.
Oh, really?
Not like
No.
scenes, but there's like allegations.
I really like the love and basketball scene when she like
Oh, yeah.
loses her virginity, and then I like the Notebook when they're like taking off their clothes going up the stairs,
They
and
had,
it
sex on
raining?
they had the sex on the floor though.
I mean
In a rundown
her
house.
spine might be fucked up later. but-
Imagine how much like little.
What
pricks-
do you want?
There was also this movie. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen The Door in the Floor?
No.
So it's this movie, and this like teenage kid goes to live with this like family, and like the mom fucks him. I don't know. That's probably like a weird like corn search. You know what I mean? Like what the fuck? But it was like like I was
What?
younger, and I was like, what the fuck is actually happening? Like this mom is fucking this fucking teenage kid. Sex scenes in Power.
Bingo. There was a lot of sex scenes in Power.
There's
I've
a
never
lot of
seen
sex
Power.
scenes in True Blood too.
True Blood, yes.
That's fucking insane. Yeah, when fucking Suki is
Suki
a
now.
slut. Like she goes from innocent to slutty quick.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you have a favorite?
I'm a big fan of Knocked Up. So,
Oh my god, the word she's like, we don't have to go outside. It's just what it's called. She's like, you're not gonna do that like a dog. I'm not a dog.
Yeah, it's
That's such a good movie.
that's the first thing that comes to mind. I
Yeah.
can't really think of any other.
I like sensual ones. I'm like, oh my god, they are in love.
See, all I ever watch is comedies, so I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's about as far
He's
as it
on the
goes.
dance floor throwing the dice. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch South of Nowhere?
No.
So it was like the first like gay girl show. It was on like, I don't even know, like fucking Freeform or something. But the two girls, yeah, it was
nice.
great.
It
I was like,
great.
oh my god, I
Sisters.
Little
want that.
homo.
Sister.
Gay.
Right? Where's that one at?
Yay.
All right.
Tell me South of Nowhere. Tell me that girl, the brunette girl, isn't like the prettiest girl
I've
you've
never
ever
seen
in
it.
your life.
I've never seen it.
Well, the people watching, go fucking look her up. She's like, that's probably my girl crush.
I still haven't
more
recovered
than-
from your other answer about the mom. I'm still there. Like, I'm like, what?
I know,
the
it's
door
either
in the floor? Like,
the door in the floor.
what?
Yeah. It's crazy as fuck. It's a weird fucking movie.
I mean,
Okay, let's get back into something a little serious. How can your partner relieve some burden from your life? And how could you relieve some from theirs? Go.
Give him head. That will relieve.
So that's the end of the podcast.
9 out of 10 times.
Good night.
9 out of 10 times, just
Don't
put your
miss.
hair
No,
in
he's
a
fucking
ponytail
That motherfucker don't.
and go downtown. And
Sensational.
also shut up a lot of the time. When you want to talk, like just go journal or like go talk to your girl.
Call your best friend.
Yeah, call your bestie.
Yeah.
And how can a man do what for a woman?
How can your partner relieve some burden from your life?
Just give her some money. Like, he'll come home and he'll just be like, here's, $50, $100. I'm like, okay, thanks. Or, yeah.
Or, here's a...
Shit, I'm like, what else? Go get my coffee. Like, that's
So
really
sweet,
like
yeah.
the small
It's a love
things.
language.
Yeah.
It seems like you live a very easy life. 'Cause I feel like a lot of women could think of a whole bunch of other burdens that could be lifted.
I know, but what other?
Soft queen.
Yeah, really, that's it. Like, I mean, not just.
Coffee and money.
Well, like, what is a burden of mine?
Hell, I don't know. If you ain't got none, it seems like.
I mean, you handle the bills, so it's not like pay one of my bills. Like, you pay the bills. So, if you take one of the kids in the other room, oh, you know what men can do, especially if there's kids involved? They
Take that
play
baby.
with the kids while you clean the house. Like, he does a dance party at night.
Yeah.
And then I'm able to, like, do the dishes and do the laundry with no one bothering me.
It's
and
hard
the
to
kids
clean
get
with them.
tuckered the fuck out with him. And he's like on 10.
Her
and
white
I'm
girl
like,
comes out.
Everyone
Tuckered.
get the fuck away from
I'm
me.
about to tugger you kids.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Or just
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
when a woman is also emotional, like men can just like hold them or like rub their feet. But typically men just want either ass or silence and like a handful of like thigh or a titty somewhere next to them. Men are really simple.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what about you?
What was the question again? Sorry.
What?
I got nervous.
How can your partner relieve some burden from your life, and how could you relieve some from theirs?
A partner could relieve a burden in my life by just being a calm presence. I really value emotional intelligence. And so just like that calm demeanor of, because like, you know, I'm gonna probably freak the fuck out and I'm gonna look at you and you're gonna be like, you know, we're good. And I'm gonna be like, cool. So like that calm demeanor, that would help. Coffee is really good. The right hug at the right time. Like just, you know how sometimes you're just like wildin' and they're like,
Yeah.
just like that, like the right hug. And the way that I could bring peace to their life is acts of service and just bringing peace or just either being like what.
Are you listening, guys? It sounds very fucking easy. Coffee, money, hugs, and tell
then
them
if
to,
you read-
and staying calm when shit hits the fan.
Yeah, please, because like I'm gonna look at you and you're gonna be like, we're good, babe, and I'm gonna be like, we're good, you know, it's all good.
And when that doesn't work,
Shut up, bitch!
I'm just kidding.
Yes. I have no problem.
Get the chair.
I have no problem not talking. I will like mute me, please. How I could provide what was the question? How I could provide.
What kind of burdens could you lift from your partner?
Okay, so yeah, that's what I was saying. As I'm getting to know my partner, it's obviously like, what do you need? But then as I already know my partner, I already know what they need. And so I bring that, like, you don't even
I
have
would
to
say most
question it.
men are the same. So what would you do to make a man's life easier?
Distance, but not too much distance. Because we don't want to give like too much distance, but I'm not going to be like on you, you know? Just the little shit, you know? Like if your hamper's full, I'm going to do your laundry. You want a sandwich, whatever you want.
Like doing things without them asking.
Yeah. Like just doing shit, you know?
Yeah, especially when you could tell like body language when you're like, I could tell he's hungry, I could tell he's upset, I could tell he needs me next to him but not talking.
Yeah. Just like, you know, I'm like, I walk over and your phone's like about to die. I'm gonna walk away. I'm not gonna say anything, you know?
Yeah.
I got you.
Like
Fill up their water.
anticipating their needs. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, here's a lemon slice for your water, my love. I'll be in the other room reading.
Right?
What about you?
Yeah, I feel like anticipating their needs, right? I'm a chef. I naturally like want to keep people full and like fed.
And she
so-
does. Yes.
So I'm like, my imaginary partner, like, yo, tell
like,
me
"Do
your
you want
blood
some
type.
steak?"
You will be nourished like from cell. Like each little cell will just be like fully nourished. And then like, really like men really just like silence, ass, food, and space. You know, like. And we can be in the
I mean,
same
if you
room.
guys get it, what the fuck is going on? Because I don't feel like a lot of women understand this.
But I mean, we've done. It hasn't always been like. I haven't always.
When
been
did you get it? When I
this
started
way.
doing this show?
No. I'm all yesterday.
last night at 2 a.m.
Right? Last Tuesday? No, it's been a year. I've done a lot of healing. I've done a lot of like facing my own shit. I'd probably say 3-4 years, and even my last relationship, like sitting with that, you know. Now I'm like, okay, cool. Like we're a little late to the party, but
I think we've had some ego deaths at this table.
we've had so many ego deaths.
I think that a lot of women are still in their ego, and that's probably why they're like, this is all about me. This is the me show, and like you have to work for every little morsel that I'm gonna give you.
You know what else
love
too?
and attention.
I think it's because like we're all entrepreneurs in this room. We all have our own businesses, and I never realized like how much I wanted that softness until I started building shit.
I think that's why we're all like, I would
Yeah.
give my business up in a heartbeat if my
I mean,
man.
and
yeah,
it's not,
like,
and it's not that I would necessarily give it up because like my business is my family's
Right.
lineage, right?
Right.
But when I started building shit, and I realized like coming home to like I wanted that softness, like I didn't realize how much I actually wanted that. And still I started like stacking goals, and I was like, damn, like
Right.
I'm ready for ease because I've already checked those boxes. Like it's not like I have to like jump and be like, I'm gonna make the jump and
But
start
you
my
wouldn't-
business. Like we did that shit.
Right, you wouldn't
know?
fight him to like work 80 hours a week just to like you
Yeah.
would keep your business. I'm just saying like
Yeah.
what do you bring to the table? I bring the table. Like you
Yeah.
wouldn't like compete with him.
I'm like, do you want me to lay this way or do you want me to lay that way? Yeah. And I definitely used to be that girl, and I own that. And like,
Yeah.
I think we all had to come from. I used to be that girl because that's how I was raised. I was sold this fucking feminist movement that I
Right.
still have. Like, it's like, you know, we talk about this all the time. Like, I I have to like unlearn that. Thank God for hypnosis. I had to like unlearn that.
Right.
Because, you know, I'm like, what the fuck am I so mad about? Like, you know, I had like my aunts and my mom, for some reason, like, you don't need a man. I'm like, yeah.
People
yeah.
talking
And
about
I'm
like equal
what
rights
the fuck
and
am
shit.
I talking about? Like, what is
Yeah.
actually happening right now?
Go
you know?
to school, get your degree.
But then I did that. Then I
Yeah.
started building shit, and I love my business. And
Right.
I'm so grateful for it. But then I'm like, yeah, I'm
But
good on some like I'll make a fucking.
when it
sandwich
comes
and
to
have
our
some coffee.
businesses, since we're all solopreneurs, I feel like it would be so much like lifted if we were doing it from like an elective place, like giving, because like everything else is taken care of. This is like for the community, for
Yeah.
our, like, it's not like your livelihood is fucking depending on it.
Right.
Plus you're trying to be a mother and a wife, like you're like, this
Yeah.
is what I do because
like
it's what I
getting
do.
to run,
Yeah.
like
It's
getting
just a
to
passion.
run your business because you want to, and it's because
Yeah.
of passion, not because we need to.
Yeah.
That's the motherfucking goal.
Hey, but now question,
Okay.
because in order to have that goal of being able to electively run your business, and I truly believe that's what every man should aim for. A man should aim to be a provider. A man should aim to be able to finance his woman and his children, and she should work electively, not because she needs to, but because she wants to. Okay. Now that being said, you can put your all into whatever it is you're passionate about and find a way to monetize that. However, in today's society, it's very difficult for one man to do that, or for one man to do that at the level that you're comfortable with. Okay, maybe not you three in particular, but a lot of women want that 2 to 6 vacations a year to Tulum or Greece or, you know, shit like that. The Mercedes and not work and all that other stuff. Then they'll be happy with their man providing.
Yeah.
Although a man can provide by paying for the apartment you guys live in, paying all of those bills, and paying, if not both car payments, at least insurance on both cars, and paying for his car and phone bills, you know, whatever the case may be, right?
Yeah.
Now,
But to those women, what are you doing to like add?
What value do you bring?
Like, what
Well,
value are you bringing so that he can do those things, so you
That's-
can take those vacations, and like, so what are you like taking? What burdens are you lifting for him to like solely focus on?
I think that goes back to
providing
the
at that
first
level?
question.
but
of,
that's what
like,
I was getting at was, I don't think, like, for that man that can do it, if not even at that level, but at a mid 6-figure level, what's
Your Consuelo's comment.
no,
Yeah.
Funny she
we're-
asked that.
it's on the way, Consuelo. It's
Well, she's very
it's
Consuelo's
on the
very
way.
intuitive, so she.
That's
probably
what
picked
my
that up.
solo podcast is more about, is me telling men how to get their shit together.
Let's go.
And his ebook and workbooks are on the way.
Can you just call it like Troyman's?
But no, the thing is like, let's say just at that mid 6-figure level, 150 plus, right? That is currently that's middle class, but middle class providing
That's middle
for-
class?
right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right
What
now.
the
It's
fuck?
actually, it's like 175 to be at the bare minimum of middle class.
Wow. Is that? I mean, how often is that updated? Is that yearly?
That's just the most recent numbers because of what inflation has done. I mean, houses and all that other stuff.
That
when
is
it,
insane.
when it comes to what the annual salary was in the 70s, 80s, and whatever, and then how much homes costed then. You know, a man on a fireman's salary could pay for a wife and 2.5 kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that was easy to do then. Anyway.
So is that a titty baby that half of?
I'm not. Is this not a full child?
No, I mean, it's just on average.
average?
Oh, okay.
The average household.
The average household was 2.5 kids, so 2 to
That's
3.
like the American
two to
dream.
3 was
Oh,
the norm.
okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
But anyway,
Wow.
the point I'm trying to make is that there aren't a lot of guys who can do that. So, if you find a man that likes you and is willing to do that, but you have to share him in some way, shape, or form, are you willing to do so?
What shape or form are we sharing?
Probably just sexually, but it could be a sister wife situation or whatever. But 9 out of 10 men prefer variety. If they have the opportunity to do so, they're going to do it. I do personally believe men should be honest about their intentions with that. However, women can't handle the truth, so men just say what women want to hear to keep her along. But yeah, are you willing to do that? Because that man is rare. What you want from him is rare. It's not offered a lot. Otherwise, a lot of you would have it and you wouldn't have to be worrying about looking for it. So if you find someone who can deliver that for you, are you willing to be, because he's exceptional, are you willing to be exceptional to him?
And are you saying the only way to be exceptional is to share?
That's probably going to have a big
So you're saying
part of
either
it.
you share him physically,
Or you're
you
not
share,
exceptional?
or you share bills.
Either or. You're either going to go half with him, or you're going to realize that that type of man is probably going to see other women from time to time.
So men making $200,000 in America right now typically aren't just seeing one woman.
No, and most women know that. Come on, think about it. How many men do you know making $200,000 a year? Or
Just
more?
like you see those reels where it's like, I walked in on my billionaire husband and you're like, do you need any snacks?
No, she's like,
right?
Yeah, and they go to the extremes on Instagram when it comes to billionaire, but you'll do that for your 500,000 hair. You know what I'm saying? Because 500,000 is gonna have you in Circle G Ranch in a fucking 7,200 square foot home, and your kids are in private
7,200 feet is
school,
crazy.
and you have a nanny, and you do get to take those 6 vacations, family vacations.
if I
with
don't
that.
have to see it, because I think seeing it, like if I just,
So you like keep it to themselves?
I mean, most men would prefer it that way. I'm going to keep it out of sight and out of mind, but that's up to you because most women are detectives, and anytime you feel some intuition pop up or something, some energy off and all that other stuff, you go looking for it. But and that's pretty much why most women's relationships have failed in the past, is because you're so concerned with what this man is doing, mainly because you know you have other men offering you shit that they can't deliver, and it sounds good. So you're like, well, let me make sure my man's doing what he's supposed to do. Otherwise, I'm going to give this guy a chance. And that's how shit starts to fall apart. But that man that can give you that lifestyle that you're looking for is probably going to want to sleep with other women. And he's, to be perfectly fucking honest, he's earned it. I mean, if you really think about it, men are courting you. You don't court men. Okay, you don't go up to men and tell them they're handsome and that you want their number and you're trying to take them out. You don't do that.
I mean,
You don't do that. You may have, but you don't do that.
not consistently.
Okay?
Yeah.
We have to do that, right? And 9 out of 10 of us are not appealing to most women. So when a man is appealing, he is eye-catching, he is lifestyle future-catching, he is masculine, he is desirable for breeding. He's taking care of everything you need to take care of. He earned that. And you got to understand that other women see it too. But he picked you. You get the girlfriend title. You get the house. You get the kids. You get the lifestyle. These other bitches get some dick.
So you're saying to be exceptional, we have to be okay with sharing them sexually.
Well, I'm just saying, how are you going to be exceptional to him? Because what women fail to understand today is that we don't need you to be exceptional like us. We need you to be exceptional to us.
But are you saying, is that the only way that women can be exceptional to?
Well, the way to be exceptional to a man who has everything and
Yeah.
does not need you, he's choosing you, is to make his life easier. Well, if you're not all up in his shit and worried about what he may or may not be doing when you're not around, that's going to make his life easier.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if you're okay with it.
Consuelo asked, so monogamy is a thing of the past. I think that a lot of people are monogamous.
I don't think
on
monogamy is-
paper,
go- my
but
bad, go ahead.
That's why there's like, you know, even like the presidents or the people that are on the news, like you think it's this like wife and husband, Will and fucking Jada, like I feel like people play the role of monogamy, but there's typically stuff going on behind the scenes that you don't know. Even in like monogamous situations, like there's like couples who are probably swingers that you don't know about what they do, or the man has slept with someone in the 20 years they've been together. But even comedians, like what's his face? We went and saw Dave Chappelle. Like his
Is he in an
wife
open relationship?
but
His wife knows what's up. He's Dave fucking Chappelle.
yeah, like men who
I'm gonna
have
turn my
like
cheek for Dave.
men who have
For sure.
status and money, like men are when they say
Why?
like
Put it this way: in Dave's wife's shoes, why would you fuck that up?
Yeah.
Why
She's
would
like,
you
ha,
get rid of
ha, ha,
that?
on my yacht.
He ain't got no kids with nobody else.
Right?
Like he
But
talks about his wife.
To answer your question, Consuelo, I don't think monogamy is a thing of the past. I don't think monogamy's ever been anything that's really real. The thing is that, and I've said it before in this show.
Take it to
is
the
that-
Bible.
Is that, well, yeah, if you want to go back to biblical times, every important man in there had a wife and concubines, okay? But
Wives.
yeah, wives and concubines. But
You're like in deep thought.
I got personal experience on this shit. so I'm
the idea of monogamy, especially in regards to how women look at it, is because women have been lied to from the day they were little girls until now, from men, their parents, themselves, and each other. Women don't tell each other the truth. Women don't tell themselves the truth. You get to live in a delusional ass world because there is no burden of performance on women.
Because Delulu is the Salulu.
For real. I mean, that's the way it's gone. But
Okay,
I mean,
cool. I
go ahead.
have personal experience on this. So I have 3 children, and they all have the same father. And year 8.5, 9, we decided to like open up our relationship, right? And so at one point we did date this woman together, but then he had a crush on someone else, and I was like, okay, cool, like go do your thing. Like my
Not
house
the
is
woman
taken.
you were dating?
No, a different woman.
Okay.
And so because we were taking care of the household together, like 50-50, like I went to work, I took the kids to school, all that stuff, dinner, clothes, everything. We decided that like we both could do what we wanted. Well, when he got denied by said girl, and I found someone who was like, yeah, girl, like, what's up? You know, he got really resentful. And so, like...
Was this a man or a woman? That you...
It was a man.
Okay.
And so, like, if we're doing, like, so if we're doing 50-50 and I'm still cooking, cleaning, washing your laundry, taking our kids to school, doing all the kid meetings, all that shit, doctor's appointments, and still working 40 hours a week, I'm gonna fuck who I want. You can fuck who you want. Like, we can do this together. We can do it separately. But, like for him, not getting what he wanted from who he was lusting after then turned him, like, resentful. So, like,
So then he wanted to close the relationship?
Yes. And I was like, no.
Well,
Like,
and that's the
so
thing.
for the exceptional man, yeah, I'll do it.
That's what I'm saying.
But
If
not the
you're-
50-50 man.
But
Well,
not
you
the
can't.
50-50 man. No.
It's not going to work because, and here's the reason why it's not going to work, because of everything I just said about you not having to court men. No man's going to turn down some sex.
Mm-hmm.
We may stop chasing it, but we're not going to turn it down when it's offered. All right. But as a man, you have to earn sex. So him in this situation, especially you guys going 50-50, he's going to have to go try and earn something. And if it doesn't work, and it just takes so much more work to procure as a man, but as a woman, all you have to do is offer. You could do it every single day. So of course he's going to get resentment because you did it. You were able to do it because all you have to do is whatever man you see and you want to sleep with, tell him that, and it's going to happen. You can do that over and over and over all day. And that's never going to be healthy for a relationship with women sleeping with other men, because that is a man's biggest fear and biggest loss in life is if he ends up raising some other man's child, thinking it was his. You see what I'm saying? Because you can only bring one child to term a year. I can get somebody pregnant every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and-
Consuelo asked something that has to do with that too.
So can I have my husband and my Sancho to men? Let me put it on the screen. Or men, the only one who have choices? No, you can not. Especially if he's paying all the bills. Absolutely not, Consuelo. That's not how that works. You know what I mean? Because what I just explained to her, you don't have to perform to attract men. Men are already gonna come to you. So if you want sex, all you have to do is offer it. A man has to become someone to get sex from women, or just has to be exceptionally handsome or fun and exciting. like the bad boy, the bartender, the guy who rides the motorcycle, who's also 6 feet and ripped. You know what I mean? That guy he's exceptional because he looks better than the other men. He's eye-catching. But other than that, a man has to take you out on a date. He has to make you feel comfortable. He has to make you laugh. He has to make you feel safe, all for you to take your clothes off. You, on the other hand, if you want some sex, you simply need to send a text and say, hey, do you want your dick sucked? And a man is going to be on his way. So it's not the same. It's never going to be the same. And that is the only double standard that doesn't benefit women is sexual promiscuity. But as a pretty woman, you get things given to you that you didn't earn. You get to skip lines at clubs. You get courted more. You get things paid for. You get things offered for you. A pretty man doesn't have that. A pretty man can't monetize himself on OnlyFans. It's so much harder for a man to be seen, and it's just completely not the same. You can't have another man, and you also don't want to, because when a woman is with a man she loves, admires, respects, and trusts, feels safe with and secure, she doesn't want any other man. And if she does want any other men, then she's just a whore and you need to kick her to the side any damn way. Because as a woman, you have to be selective on who you let inside of you, because you have the consequence of having a child with somebody you may or may not know can take care of this child with and for you, right? So since you have to be selective with that, men are also going to be selective with who they commit to. And they're going to commit to the woman who gives them the easiest relationship. You want the safest, easiest relationship? So does he. And the way he gets that is by having somebody who shuts up, cooks for him, minds her fucking business, and is submissive and nice. Just be fucking nice.
I'm like, where you at, daddy?
So, but yeah, I just wanted to ask that question because I feel like a lot of women don't understand that, like, you can't have the Denzels, you can't have the Brad Pitts, you can't have the LeBron Jameses, you can't have the Drakes, you can't have those kind of guys and think that they're not going to want to sleep with other women here and there. And the thing is,
Men are only as faithful as their options.
Point blank, period. So if you want that guy with a lot of options, understand that that's the problems that it's going to come with. It's just like anything else you want. If you want, for the materialistic women, if they want that expensive ass bag and they worked for it themselves and bought it themselves, they're going to take care of it different. Mm-hmm. They understand that it comes with different problems than their normal Kate Spade bag. You know what I'm saying?
Look at you knowing brands.
That was good, yeah.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it takes a different approach to have those things. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, everybody would have them. If it was easy, everybody would do it.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying if a guy like a Drake or a Denzel, like you said, are you saying if they said, only one woman for me, are you saying that he's bullshitting?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Like a Drake or a Denzel, if they said there's only one woman for me, like, would you say that they're bullshitting?
When the fuck did they say that?
No, I'm saying, I'm not saying that. I know they didn't say that.
A person like them.
I'm just saying, like, a person of their caliber, like you said, a Drake. Would you say that they're bullshitting?
Yes, men are trained to lie to women, just like women are trained to lie to women.
I would say that some of them will have a wife and, like, treat her to the utmost respect and, like,
because
still...
Denzel's been married for a really long time.
Yeah, but
sure.
I would say
that's the thing. There is always going to be a most important,
and she's getting she's the beneficiary of his high value, and she's also
getting everything. Yeah, I mean that's how the woman earns her value, is by the type of man that she can keep.
So the people who just have sex with them or like are the side piece are just that.
When he dies, she ain't getting no estate.
Yeah,
the side bitch ain't getting no estate. You know,
just the wife.
And he's having kids with. So high value men will typically have like the one that they want.
The one that they choose.
Yeah, the chosen one, and then, if they are out of town or have
area codes.
Yeah. then they just typically sleep with other women. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying? Like that high value man, or does
Not just a high value man, any man with fucking options. You know what I mean? But the difference is most men are going to lie about it because most women are going to say, I'm not cool with that. And it's like, fine, you cannot be cool with that, and I'll play your goofy ass game. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody else has played the game with you, and don't get me wrong, I still want what I want. And I'm good. And shit, for a long time, we can try.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We can try to be as faithful as possible. But as soon as you start doing anything that's like, why am I being faithful? Why am I putting up with this bitch's attitude? Why is she always complaining? I'm gonna go fuck somebody else because I can. You know what I mean? I'm over here turning this girl down and this, that. Like hell, even when I'm not, because you'll be being faithful, and then you'll go work out at the gym with your girl, and she'll see you talking to another girl that you see at the gym all the time. Now there's a fight and all this other stuff. It's like, well, shit, if this is how you're gonna act when I'm over here working really hard to not do no shit, and this is how you act,
You
then
should say
might
fuck
as
it.
well just be doing it.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like if you think I'm doing it, I'm gonna go fucking do it.
yeah, I mean that's when a man is actually trying
Fire
to
sign energy.
be faithful. And don't get me wrong, there's exceptions. There's always going to be an exception. There's going to be a very religious man who doesn't move that way. Who
That's what I'm saying. Like, if a guy said that, would you be like, that's bullshit?
most of them, yeah,
Most of them?
I think
Okay.
most
with
men
the,
are full
with,
of shit.
With the, like, we'll even say, like, 1%.
Don't get any of this twisted. I'm talking about certain men. And those certain men are less than 1%.
Yeah.
Majority of men fall short of what I'm talking about. Majority of men
Still cheat.
suck dick. Suck dick
Wait.
at life. At life.
In life or at life?
At life.
I mean, if the door's in the floor.
And they might. You know what I mean?
So still stuck on
Majority of men are failing terribly at life, and I get it and I understand it. But you also have to hold women accountable for who they choose.
Yeah.
Okay? Because everybody's talking to you, but you choose the one that you're most attracted to, which is crazy because women will sit there and say, oh, I don't care about height. I don't care. I'm all about personality. I'm sapio. I'm pansexual and all this other bullshit. And it's like bullshit because you would give everybody who speaks to you a chance. You would give everybody who speaks to you a chance to knock your socks off. But that's not the case because you need to be physically attracted to somebody. So, and you'll find something physically attractive about somebody you want to be attracted to. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah.
You know what would make me sick?
What?
If I like say that I was with like a millionaire from jump and then he cheated on me. I mean, I'm sure he had explorations, but like I found out, and say like I was in the mindset of like this isn't okay, and then I left him and I got with someone to do 50-50 with, or like,
And they still cheated on you.
yeah, like I feel like
I'd be like, what the fuck?
I see that so often where people like leave a man who's a great father, a great provider, and then they find out that they cheated like the one time that they found out, texted the girl, whatever. And of course there's shit that comes out the closet like he's been doing this, but obviously he couldn't tell you about it. And then they go with like either the younger dude who's like hot and then she's either paying the bills, or they're going 50-50 and then he has sex with someone at work or gets his dick sucked or something, and I'm like, oh my god.
I
like,
mean, if it's 50-50, you're not cheating.
but a lot
Yeah,
of
but
women
that's
will
what I'm
go
saying.
from being
Like-
provided for to like, well,
To
in
going
order
50-50.
to like
Like I'd
avoid
rather do it
this-
on my own.
Yeah, in order to avoid
Yeah.
this, I'm just gonna go out there and get it myself.
But that's like an ego thing too.
That's totally an ego thing.
Well, that's where a lot of women are, because they
Yeah.
see either their mom, their grandma, or whoever, where it was like the feminist movement of like, get your own girl, you can, equal, don't let that man have one up on you.
I would have totally had a different answer to this
Yeah.
like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But the
Totally an ego
feminist
thing.
movement is like, do for yourself, and then that's when there's like the attitude of like,
I don't need a man.
yeah, and I'm like
And
No,
then
you
you end
do.
up 42 years old with a cat, wine, and a bunch of stamps on your passport,
I have a
but
cat.
crying at home because nobody's there with you.
I have a cat.
You've got kids though. You're good for now.
I have a
but when
cat.
they fly the coop, you better find somebody. And the thing is at the end of the day, is like, I honestly, it sucks to say, but women fail to realize where they rank on this level of where she is and who she is as a woman. And won't break her standards for what she actually deserves. So it's like, you can have I can pay for this apartment, or I can pay for a nice house, a decent house in Maricopa,
Right.
and pay all of those bills. You see what I'm saying? I can do that, but maybe I'm 5'6". Maybe I'm a little pudgy.
Got to give those short kings a chance.
You know what I'm saying? maybe
No more short kings.
maybe I'm not your physical super duper attraction, but I can give you a life that's very easy.
Yeah.
But women don't want that. They want the tall, handsome Chad who also has money and only wants to fuck them. Like, get out of here. You're a 6. You're a 6. Stop it. What makes you think that you deserve that? Matter of fact, the bad bitches, the 9s and 10s don't even deserve that. And that's why you never see, like, we could pull Denzel's wife up. She's not a bombshell knockout. You know
I think
what
they
I'm
were like
saying?
high school sweethearts.
I
I
get
think she's
that.
just like a lifer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is you don't think Denzel's been fucking models throughout his entire career? You know what I mean? But he loves his woman.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like men can like disassociate like sex from like love, right? And like women, it's
We
like
can't.
we can't.
Yeah.
We're like, how could you do that? Like, I love you. How could you fuck somebody else?
We're
you
so
know?
emotionally like
Because of what
Invested.
sex is to you. Women are not as
We compare
prone
it to like our connection.
Women are not as
Yeah.
prone
with it.
to nor as open to casual sex as men are.
Yeah.
Some women are now, especially today.
Sexual liberation.
But even the women who are more promiscuous are still more selective than your average man. You see what I'm saying? Like, men will sleep with what they can. Women sleep with who they want to.
Yeah.
Okay, so is it not abnormal that I have this thought of like, okay, because I'm not fully on board with like the sharing, right? But I'm listening. But I don't feel like on my end I want to. Like, we've had so many astrology talks. I have a lot of Aquarius in my chart, and Aquariuses are known for like open or like different relationships. Now, I would probably be open to like open dating, but on my end, like, I just don't really feel like I need that.
So
Well,
you would be okay with him doing other things, but you like, I mean, that's what he was saying.
That's more of what I'm talking about, is open on his end. It's always been open on his
Because
end.
I don't feel like us, like, I feel like, well, I can only speak for myself. I feel like as me, I don't need that. Like, I don't need
Do you feel like
like
you have to
options.
be doing it too?
No,
Like,
no,
So
I don't.
Then don't.
Like, I'm doing
Just
it
don't
if it's
worry about-
50-50, but if I'm provided for, like, I'll be at home
yeah.
watching Outlander,
So
masturbating while
even if it is like
doing your
right,
thing.
even
You
if
know,
it is like an open
Outlander?
relationship,
Yeah.
doesn't mean it has to be like you don't have to actively be pursuing an openness on your end.
Yeah, because
for
I don't
it
e-
to
like my
be-
mind doesn't even go there. Like, I don't
Yeah.
even
I mean,
want
just
that.
like he's saying, if he checks all the boxes, what makes you think you're gonna want to do anything with anyone else?
It's just like she
that's
said.
why women
it's,
date.
It's just like she said. Leave the millionaire to go 50-50 with the loser who's going to cheat on you anyway.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what will happen if you're with a high value man and you go fuck somebody else, right? Yo Gotti said it. You know, my ex fucked a waiter, now she working double shifts, or my ex fucked a lame, now she working double shifts. Like, that's the thing. You can't replace him. He can replace you. You see what I'm saying? So women always want to say that, like Consuelo asked, like, can I have my Sancho? No, because if you go fuck somebody else and you think he's gonna send you back to me and I'm gonna be the one who's proud, hell no.
So if he's
because
checking
I
all the
had to
boxes, you
work
don't need
my
it. If he's checking the boxes, you don't need it.
exactly but that's the thing, because I had to work to even have the opportunity to look my woman in her eye and say, I'm not going to only sleep with you. Right? I had to earn that. I have to be secure enough in what I got and what I bring to the table to tell her, I love you, we're together, I'm going to give you everything, but I'm not going to only sleep with you. Okay? If you don't like that, there's the door. You see what I'm saying? Ball's in your court now.
I'm gonna just say that I might be okay with it if you could like give me some chickens and like I'm listening. I'm like
Chickens, a
yeah,
yard.
like a yard. and,
Like, I'm on a homestead, I got shit to do,
like,
I'm not
I
even
might
thinking about where
pretend
you
like
are.
I didn't get that text and be like,
Right.
what?
Cold
I don't have
plunge
service.
tub.
Yeah.
I mean, shit,
But
it wouldn't
also
even
in the
matter
back.
because if I mean, you can use this situation example. What we do ain't a secret, so it's not like anybody who knows looking from that, first of all, why do they matter?
Of course.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Second of all, once everybody else knows, all they're going to do is sit there and be like, couldn't be me. And it's like, yeah, it couldn't be you. That's why you're working hard and you hate your life.
Oof.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And that's why her answers are like coffee.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, I'd be FaceTiming
You can
him,
talk
and I'm
all
at
the shit
Target
you
with
want.
the kids.
Dance
like,
with the kids, like.
We literally just drive around and drink coffee.
I know. I'm literally like, what am I doing this week besides the gym?
What color are
And
my toenails gonna be?
I text him and I'm just like, hey, I need my toes done. Here's what he Venmos me and he tells me what color, and I'm like, soft life.
Okay, but chickens.
No, yeah,
I'm working on it.
I know. We're trying to.
Red light therapy room.
I know, right? You get a fucking.
I'm just saying.
Cold plunge tub.
Universe, I know you're listening. Like, I might be okay with that for some chickens and like.
I'm like, I did the 50-50 thing with like my baby daddy. So like,
That's understandable for you to want, like, if it was even, I completely understand it.
Yeah.
However, that's not gonna last.
But it's
exactly.
weird
It
though.
didn't last. So that's
It's
what I'm
weird
saying,
that
like,
he got
now-
It's weird that he got resentful when it didn't go his way and it like hurt.
Well,
like
that-
her shit was working.
Well, because it's gonna work for her.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
but it's
You see
just
what I'm
interesting
saying?
that he got like resentful.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean it makes sense. Again,
I mean,
put your,
who
change.
what man wants to know that his bitch got fucked like properly
Exactly.
and then came home and got breakfast ready, took the kids to school all by 7:00 and was on time to work and made his lunch.
Yeah.
He's like,
He's like so.
That's,
fumbled the bag.
I mean,
Yeah.
think about that because
Yeah.
again, you had to allow it. He had to earn it.
Yeah.
You had to allow it, and if you allowed it and got it very easily, yes, it's going to make that man feel some kind of.
I'm gonna say it took me all of like, hey, you want to hang out after work, of like starting this whole other situation.
Yeah.
It was like,
It's not difficult to
like
acquire.
like you said, there was no work for it. It was like, hey, you wanna smoke a blunt after work?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, last one, and then we'll get out. Damn, we've been having real good conversations. It seemed like we've been on here for hours.
Is
but
that
it's
the
only
1
been an
hour?
It's just an hour. Usually, like it feels like an hour. Yeah, it
Yeah.
feels like 1 hour and 45 right now. But
Are we dragging you?
no, I'm low key. I am tired as fuck though.
Yeah.
So, and you've been here all day, so I'm sure you.
So he's ready for
I've
you to
been
leave.
here all- yeah,
yo.
he's like, get the fuck out of my
No,
house.
I wasn't even here. It doesn't bother me none. But
I just run out crying.
fuck this show.
Have you guys seen Love Actually? You know, where she's like, I hate Uncle Jamie.
No.
I'm gonna go change my rating on this podcast.
Unlike, unsubscribe.
Right. Oh yeah. Speaking of, like, subscribe, share, follow, do it all. Tell your friends about it. Come on the show. I asked you last week, Consuelo, and you were sick. You should have came this week instead of trying to participate on there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna FaceTime you into this,
Consuelo's always up in the comments, like she's always supporting.
and I love you for it. Thank you.
We love you, boo.
Where do women today need to improve most, and men? But we'll start with women, and you can go first.
Where do women need to improve?
Improve most.
Okay.
Today's women. What do they need to improve most on?
Ooh.
I think you guys have been saying it all show, to be honest.
Yeah, hell
Hit him
yeah.
with it. Shed the feminist.
Women need to stop listening to women.
Fucking go.
Bam.
Where's my button?
Especially women who don't have what you aspire to have.
Yeah,
And,
I can
like,
understand.
Hashtag boss babes.
Yeah, because at the
Fuck
same
that.
time, I'm a coach, so I'm like, listen to me. But that's just me being in my ego. But I'm saying, like, don't listen to someone who is not where you want to be. Like, talking to your single friends about a relationship, they're never going to give you sound advice.
They're gonna give you
No.
single advice.
Same with, like, you've heard the studies of, like, women who switched from a woman therapist to a man therapist and then they didn't need therapy anymore. Like, when it comes to, like, the emotional things that they're working through. Because, like, a lot of the time, women are going to coddle them. But I feel like you're a therapist, but people, like, actually fucking heal. I feel like that's, like, the
I'm in the
Mars-led
shit though. Like I
Scorpio
work in
shit.
the I work with
Yeah.
like deep trauma.
Yeah.
I don't do relationship.
Yeah,
stuff,
no, you don't
so-
do surface level
no.
shit. But some women just want to, like, be chatty Cathys together and
Yeah.
like have something to talk about.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh no, I don't do that. But yeah, I would say women need to stop listening to women who aren't happy.
Oh,
Bam.
Yeah,
better-
I
you
mean,
better
if you're
cut
not
that
living
one.
if they're not living the life you want to live, why are you taking their advice?
Exactly.
Hold on. No cap. Hey, man, we need to find some type of way to just merge these two shows together because you're doing your thing, I'm doing my thing. Come back. Come do the show.
said,
We
"Put
had a
me in
good
the game,
Hey,
coach."
he already did it. We had a great fucking show. He asked
Yeah, I
a
was
lot
on
of
that.
hard hitting questions.
I was on that one.
Oh, were you? Yeah.
Yeah, that was when I was like hiding behind you. I was like nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, come back, dog. And
Yeah,
Consuelo
so
said she'll be here
how-
next week.
I'm like,
Coughing
my
is-
mom will still be here next week. I can come.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
I'll come back next week if I'm allowed to be here.
you're
Troy.
always allowed to be
If-
here.
He's like, you've
I
been
want,
here all
I want
fucking
people here because look, as many times as you've been here, the conversations are always different.
Yeah.
I love having these conversations because we all learn a lot. I feel like you've learned more today in the past 3 episodes that you've been on.
Yeah.
But what do you think women
Chickens.
today need to improve most?
What do I wait? Are you gonna answer for the men, or are we gonna go back around?
We'll go back around. For
Okay. What do I think women need to improve on in the dating game, or just like in general?
Bet. In general, but yeah, let's go dating wise. Like, what do women need to improve? Today's women need to improve on most in the dating world.
I think their own value. Like I think women need to take more accountability, and I say that so humbly because again, like I've done a lot of growing, and I'm still growing, but I think women need to take more accountability for just being impulsive, like with their emotions. And then like not saying anything and just like, oh, I was going through something. It's like, yeah, well, you fucking made a tornado. Like you need to have accountability on that. And I think accountability is like sometimes pushed to the side with women because they get, you know, women get away with things, you know, we do.
No one holds them accountable.
Right. So we need to be better by holding ourselves accountable. Because like I can't tell you as a therapist, like I don't do relationship therapy, but I more so
I think
deal
I was
with,
talking more about psychologists. I'm like,
yeah, like
not you,
psych.
girl.
Yeah. No,
You're an amazing
no.
therapist, and I love
Girl,
you so
you
much.
don't even know. Well, you don't even know. I don't even know where I got that. You don't even know. No, I hear my clients talk, you know, sometimes, and like that term narcissist is thrown around, and it's like, okay, well, if you were dating a narcissist, that means that you were at a vibration that attract said narcissist, and people are just throwing around like he's not a narcissist because he didn't agree with you. Like narcissism is an actual disease. Like it's an actual thing, and it's like a subconscious thing. They don't know that they're doing it. He's not a narcissist because he cheated. Like that doesn't necessarily make him a narcissist. That makes him somebody who cheated.
Yeah.
You know? So to circle back around on that, I think women need to take more accountability. And I think women just need to take care of themselves. Like I hate seeing women not taking care of themselves, whether that's mentally, physically, emotionally, and then expecting man to come and fill those spaces. But it's like you're not in the gym, you're not moving, you're not eating right. And then you expect this man to come and love you. Like you need to take care of your vessel because like we're portals, you know, and like we have to take care of that. You can't come and just like give me these things.
I'm perfect just the way I am.
No, like you need to be like working on yourself. You need to be working on yourself spiritually, physically, emotionally, and that's a part of accountability because some women are just like, that's just the way that I am, and that doesn't cut it.
I was born this way.
You might
Yeah.
go viral with this, whatever this
Just
clip.
keep
cooking.
I said
When that
maybe
gets
with
clipped.
Let
maybe
her
with
cook.
some chickens.
Right?
Maybe with
What about you, Q? What do women need to improve most in today's
about to
society?
drop some fire right now.
I'm gonna say on taking care of your household. Like, really, like your household is like a reflection of yourself. So like if you're not taking care of your body, your mind, like Jess says this all the time, like the most spiritual thing you can do is fold your fucking laundry. And like when she said that, I was like, oh, okay. Like this is a
What is
reflection
it,
of
a
me.
cluttered house or the cluttered mind?
It's a cluttered house, a cluttered mind, and then like you go out expecting for like to find some like Prince Charming
To, like,
who's
clean
gonna
it
just
up.
like provide
Yeah.
for you, but like if you can't
You don't know
like,
how to cook. You don't know how to clean.
yeah, like you can't cook, you can't clean, like you're not getting a fucking ring. Like what does Cardi say? I can't cook, I can't clean, but like
Let
no,
me show
she
you
does.
another ring. Yeah.
Like you know, like actually she does. She's fucking sweeping up messes.
She
and
was
shit.
full of shit.
Exactly. So like don't let celebrities and like all this, you know, like feminist movement like hinder you from actually being a woman. And like, what is the role of a woman? It's like to hold the head of the man, right? Like we're the neck, we hold it up. So how do we do that? It's by keeping the home, keeping the children, keeping yourself, so that like you can keep your man. So like he's not wondering.
Yeah,
you
peaceful,
know, like
respectable.
Damn, this is a fire ass episode.
like,
Yeah.
Don't be all up his ass and like, you know, and I can, you know, hold myself accountable. Like last night I was texting Katie because I was like, bro, this dude hasn't texted me back. Like, what the fuck did I do? And it's like, bitch, you didn't do anything. Like, he's a man. He's not gonna text you back instantly. You know, like they need time.
Yeah.
You know, and then I wake up to a text and I was like, oh, okay, like.
And we're like, see,
Yeah.
it's all
okay,
good.
you know,
It's all
so,
good.
like, holding
back to the program.
back to minding my fucking business.
Hell
you
yeah.
know, like.
I think that's a great point. Like just taking care of a home, like taking care of your own, not only your vessel but your home, like the food that you're bringing in the house, like because men want to come home to peace.
Yep.
And
Not chaos.
Looking like things that, like, say he brings his boy over too, like, or someone from work, and like the house is a
Especially the way she
mess.
cooks.
The kids are dirty. They're uneducated. Like the whole like
It's, like,
just,
embarrassing.
That's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a reflection of him. Like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, so you just let anybody up in here?
You
Like,
just, like live
they
in a
don't do
pigsty.
nothing?
What does this girl do all day?
Look,
Yeah.
the
Like,
guy,
you
the
take
guy
care of the
that,
bills. What is this bitch doing all day?
the guy that marries you, him and his friends are gonna fucking eat, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Listen,
Because her food.
taking applications,
yeah.
Cool.
but
Yeah.
Those were-
What do you
6'8"
think?
is the
well, I
standard.
thought you guys were gonna hit on it because you've been talking about it all episode, but no one said
Put
it.
out more?
No, ego.
Oh.
You guys have been talking about women's ego.
I said accountability.
I know,
literally- that's the
but
same
I'm
thing.
saying that what they need to improve on. They need to improve on their ego. They need to improve on where they actually stand in the dating marketplace.
Yeah.
Women 30 plus think that they can have what 22-year-old women can have, and they can't. Women with multiple children and multiple baby daddies think that they can have the same thing that women without children can have, and they can't. Women who are overweight think that they can have what women who are in shape can have, and they can't. The ego is crazy. Yeah. You have to understand where you rank in this sexual marketplace.
Would you say that ego, like the release of ego, is like acceptance? Like
Yeah.
without fighting what you just said?
Or it's really more being realistic, because short men understand that they're disqualified from a lot of women. Women have made that very clear that they don't want short men. So short men understand that. I'm going to still shoot my shot, but I understand, and I'm going to be okay with it if she says no. But fat girls, you tell her she's fat, you're an asshole. Well, you just told
Older
this man
women?
he's too fucking short. You know what I mean? But you're not an asshole. He can't
But I think
control
that's
his.
where
He
accountability
can't
is.
control his height. You can control what you consume. Okay, and then when it comes to older women, I'm catching hell for the reel I posted the other day.
Are you?
Well, not a ton of hell, but at the end of the day,
I haven't
like
checked the comments.
like women are upset about me pointing out that ship has sailed. You're no longer fertile. You're hardened from all of your bad choices on men prior to now. And you think that this exceptional man wants to break you down, break your masculinity down? Why? He's been working for the last decade and a half to make sure he became something, so he's attractive to women, and you want him to break you down when he could just pick a woman who's already ready? Why, would you do it? Would you spend 12 to 15 years becoming who you want to be just to pick somebody who's going to make it difficult for you to do?
No.
No.
Exactly. So why do women expect men to do this? I'll be feminine. I'll be feminine for the right man. I want to be feminine, but I'm the world's forced me to be masculine, and I'll turn it off when I'm with the right man. Like, no, be feminine
imagine
now,
if a
because
dude
that
said
man that you want,
He's
that
like, I'll be
man.
masculine for the right woman.
Exactly. We can't do that.
No,
you know what I'm
For the
saying?
right woman.
Right?
But
No,
the thing
it's
is
an
like
awesome-
is why do you think that he has to break that part of you down? If you're not feminine when he shows up, then he's going to just move the fuck on. He may entertain you for a little bit, but sweetie, you don't understand that you either going to be placed in a sex only zone or just for recreational use. Okay? And women fail to realize that. Women friend zone men all the time. Women get sex zoned only, and don't realize it.
What is that? Sex zone?
That
Just
means
for
that I'm
sex?
not taking you anywhere.
And I'm
We
just
don't
coming
go
over
on
to
dates.
smash.
If we do go on dates, we're going somewhere low key or during the day or somewhere far from where everybody else can see you with. You know what I'm
Is that
saying?
like a Butterface?
And you may have to pay your way. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
bust down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
A what?
And,
A bust
just
down.
a bust down. Somebody I'm fucking.
Oh, sorry.
And like that's all this relationship is.
Like I'm coming over after 10 p.m.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter when it is. It's just the simple fact that we're only fucking, and that's that. And you know,
Bust down.
you're in the sex only zone, and some women are okay with it, just like some men are okay with being in the friend zone until they get their chance. Matter of fact, some girls side chick for so long and work their way up to main chick. You know what I'm saying?
It's the consistency.
But the point is that the ego needs to die because women are very delusional about where they stand in this dating marketplace. And like I said so many times, being on these dating apps looking for somebody for her and I to date, or just for somebody for me to smash, like the ages, the what you get the most is from that. I want to say it's like 32 and up, 32, 33 and up, is that I'm not here for hookups. I'm looking for something serious, monogamy only. I'm not trying to be nobody's third, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you're overweight. You look your age. You know what I'm saying? Like you look
She doesn't
30,
keep seeing
you
mine.
look 39. I can tell. I can see it in your hands. I can see it in your eyes. And you expect somebody who makes more money than you, is taller than you, stronger than you, more competent than you, more successful than you, masculine, funny, charming, handsome, all of these things to pick you. When I just swipe past 400 22, 23, 26-year-old women who are tight-bodied and willing to follow my lead, like, no, your time has sailed. You can't even give me babies. What if I don't have any and I want some? You know what I'm saying? Like, your body's not even built for it anymore. Like, you can't get mad that you fucked it off thinking that you could do better. It's like that video we watched about the husband store. Mm-hmm. Did you see that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
So the husband store is a store in New York.
You
and-
showed
Oh
me
wait,
that
wait,
video.
and like she like
Each
gets
floor,
yeah,
yeah.
each level, and
You
she goes
showed
to the
me-
top,
you
and
showed
there's
me
no
that
man
video.
there.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What? Can I go back down?"
Yeah,
No,
no,
you
you
can't, bitch. Because you're
And
ungrateful.
most men go to like level 1 or 2, like, oh, she's nice and has big boobs, like,
Cool.
yeah.
So I will say I went on a date with a girl today, and she was younger than me, but she very much looked her age. Like I don't look 34, and I know that. And
She takes her CMOS.
that part. But she very much looked her age, and then she was like a little overweight, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to.
You weren't feeling it?
No, I don't want to go on it. Like the conversation was good, but like I'm not attracted to her body, and I'm like,
Right.
you don't take good enough care like of yourself, like.
Yeah, when you take care of
Uncool.
your own body, it's hard to take someone else serious when they're not taking care of their body.
Yeah.
Like, especially like, you know, the man or the woman and like courting someone, it's like, so
Yeah,
What's
I'm like,
going on
this
here?
is not what your Tinder profile look like. You
oh
should
damn,
update.
it's crazy because I've been
Update your
on
pictures.
I've been on like Tinder dates or Hinge or like met girls at gyms, and
I
the
feel like
way
you should
that
be
they
fined.
the fucking filters and you chose this 22-year-old
And the
body
angles.
and picture, yeah, and then
Yeah.
I see you and I'm like,
Yeah.
you ain't nothing. What the fuck? I just
I feel
swiped
like you should
on.
be fined. I feel like
Especially
you should
when
be
you
fined.
show up and you are.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is the same ass you just swiped on.
like in her pictures, like her body type was like mine, but like I added like 20 pounds when I met her today, and I was like,
Right.
okay,
So no second date?
no.
Yeah.
I actually cut it short. I was like, I gotta go pick
you?
up my kids.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to pick up my kids. They went to after school.
Like, I have to go.
didn't.
She's like, I have to go. It's my cat's birthday. I have to go.
Well, thank you guys for coming. This was an awesome show. I think that we're going to get some good ass clips for tomorrow. Katie, you're going viral.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Chickens.
Bam, bam, bam.
Chicken.
You're gonna see her next episode.
Right.
She's like, I got the chickens, I
me
got
and
the
who?
yard.
Right.
Yeah.
Me and
Right? That might be the new thing. Like
Like, instead of can you pay my bills, can you provide chicken?
Right.
And can you build a coop?
Because
Or at least
we're all
buy
on
one?
the
Can you provide free range?
because of free range and the free range.
Wait, can these be pasture raised?
Organic, pasture raised. Because I mean, the superhuman diet. You know, we eat a lot of eggs, so I mean,
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Go like, subscribe, follow, and share, and keep fucking with us. We'll be back next week. Is this the right one? Oh.
Peace out.
I really was not happy on my date.
I didn't even have a date. I love that for you.
I mean, I don't.
Watch me get just like fucking slandered.
Thank you.